Hey football fans, I'm Matt. I'm joined by my friend Johnny, and we're here to keep you guys updated on everything NFL related, from scores to predictions. This is the Third and Long podcast on KCAT Radio. Welcome back to the Third and Long podcast. My name's Matt. That's Johnny over there. We have two people that you can hear today. Please say your names, please. Please.
James.
Ryan.
So James is finally on the podcast.
They finally get to hear
Is this
James.
a mistake?
Maybe.
Do you think it's a mistake?
Yes.
Okay, well, then, as long as we're all in agreement, let's just keep going with it. Pro Bowl opinions, thoughts, feelings.
I thought it was fun. It was entertaining.
It's the right direction.
I agree. I saw some pretty interesting things during the Pro Bowl though.
It was funny. Ryan, did you like it?
I think it's better than them not trying in an actual football game. So.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, I can live with that.
Yeah, the whole reason you watch the Pro Bowl is for the energy, you know? And
yeah,
with flag football, the players are going to have more fun with it because they're not really risking putting their bodies on the line for the next season.
I'd love some more offensive line stuff. I'd love to see some more linemen and D linemen kind of go at it, whether it's like tug of war or something like that.
That would be
cool.
Idea.
I just felt like there wasn't enough of that.
They should do a lineman strongman competition.
The thing is, they could pull muscles doing it. I feel like they don't want to do that. But certain stuff, I'd be totally okay with.
Yeah.
I felt like it was really receiver dependent.
Oh,
like
100%.
The two things I loved the most were dodgeball, like the best catch, and the flag football, and those were all like defensive backs and receivers.
Derek Carr.
Okay, Derek Carr kind of popped off.
Well,
but hold on.
Kind of is an understatement.
Can you look at it and say like that was his tryout for a new team? That feels like it wasn't.
I mean,
legit.
dude, he kind of took a shot at Vegas, you know?
Oh, no, he completely took a shot at Vegas.
So you're saying that it's not his application to another team? He's showing off. He's
but
hey.
people knew that. I think you can't call that like a tryout though. I feel like that's a little much.
Also, on the paper you wrote David Carr.
Well, he's his brother, so
yeah, wrong person.
This is the second week in a row I've messed up the paper, and this is the second week in a row you've noticed.
I know.
So that gives us one question. Ryan, do you look at my paper?
I do, but I don't say anything.
Cowboys fans.
Cowboys fans. Yeah, he doesn't even look at my paper.
No,
he doesn't look at my paper. Why do I care?
I look at
James, did you look at the paper?
What paper?
Well, there it is.
Don't worry, Matt. I look at your papers.
Thank you. I tried really hard. The only part about the flag football, they had 2 games. Why would you have 2 games? Because they tied. They got a game each.
That sounds stupid.
It was dumb. What also kind of annoyed me was, so the score was like 21-15, like final at what you added them up. But it was one of the dumb games. Like I think it was like there's the longest drive. Like if the longest drive went to the NFC instead of the AFC, I think they would have won. So it's like,
maybe.
I hate that it was determined by like the throwaway games, and I would have rather them had more consequential things.
I think that next year they need to bring back the longest throw competition.
Yeah, what was up with that?
I still think that that's the best competition they've ever held.
Yeah. No, that was always fun. We don't have a modern version of it. I'd love to see Josh Allen throw for like 90 yards and smoke everybody. Mm-hmm. Or maybe we'd have an upset or surprise. I don't know.
Mahomes, I mean, if he's not in like a Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, which he has been for the past like 3 to 5 years. God, I mean, I'm tired of seeing him winning, but it's still fun.
Matt, he wasn't in the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah, I said 3 of 5.
You said the last 3 of 5.
There you go. Brian, did you understand what I said?
I for sure did.
Okay, so I'm not crazy.
I heard or. I was like
3 or.
Okay, see, okay. I'm
you
special.
confuse me. The NFC defense was stacked though. I just want to point out the dodgeball team. Jair Alexander, Trayvon Diggs, Micah Parsons, and Jalen Ramsey on the same team.
Yeah,
is elite. And then you add Woolen and Davis from the Saints and the Seahawks, and it's over. Like, these teams are stacked. Dodgeball was fun.
Yeah, I mean, we just saw more of Tyreek dropping balls.
Yeah,
it was a good effort.
Kind of confusing too, because I feel like he is a receiver. That should be his specialty.
I mean, did you watch him in his last year in KC?
Okay, that's fair. It's fair.
Plus, it was a for fun dodgeball game.
Oh, no excuses.
It doesn't.
I want to abolish the kick-tac-toe. Did anyone see that besides me? Ryan?
I saw it. It was basically long snapper versus long snapper.
It was long snapper versus long snapper, and then Justin Tucker, and that's it. Which doesn't make sense because, honest to goodness,
nobody's gonna beat Justin Tucker.
No, and he's always going to be a Pro Bowler. Unless he gets hurt next season or retires, he's going to be a Pro Bowler. So I don't understand like the point behind it. The punters couldn't seem to do it.
Hot Rod will take him one day. Love that man.
Can I point out that Blankenship isn't in the league
He's
anymore?
not on a team at the moment.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of sad.
No. It's not that sad.
It is sad.
He played pretty bad. He didn't play that good.
He got drafted while playing Legos with his girlfriend.
Yeah, and that's awesome. But like,
The man was
come on,
living the
dude.
dream.
Yeah, he's living the dream, and now the dream's over.
I say the Packers fire Mason Crosby because he sucked really bad last year.
Fair.
And
What
we
about that
signed-
Cowboys kicker?
We signed Hot Rod. No,
Maher?
I don't care. I don't care. I want Hot Rod.
What a combination. James, do you use Legos? Are you a Lego guy?
I'm an avid Lego guy.
Avid Lego guy?
Wait, I do have a question though.
Watson.
What's your question?
Why didn't anyone tell me there was dodgeball in the Pro Bowl? I actually would have watched it.
That's like the one event that they've kept for a while.
Yeah, this has been a thing.
Oh,
Like, When did they bring it
I
in?
still blame you guys.
I don't remember.
I remember it in 2020.
Probably like
Yeah.
3 or 4 years ago.
Maybe. It could have been around for longer, too. I don't know how long I've been watching the Pro Bowl avidly.
You know, I went to one of the Pro Bowls when they had them in Hawaii.
Did you really?
Yeah, when we lived there, I went to one of them. It was raining, and I stayed for like maybe half the game.
Yeah, because it's raining, and it was people
A
not
Pro
playing
Bowl.
football.
Yeah.
It's still cool, though. As far as the Pro Bowl, anyone have any comments about it? Feelings?
I mean, not really.
Yeah, it was kind of meh. I expect better next year, though.
It was
it's
meh.
an improvement.
It was meh. It was fun though. I liked seeing Derek Carr do his thing and kind of give him the
So
you'll see you later.
now we get to my favorite part.
The Super
We
Bowl?
get to the Kelsey Bowl. Is it the Super Bowl now? Did they change the name back? Thought it was
I
the
don't know,
Kelsey Bowl.
Matt. I don't know.
Honestly, Mama Kelsey needs to do the coin flip. I've seen this all over Instagram. I want to see
Hey,
it.
she gonna be cheering the whole game. She's just
She already said that.
she's-
She's like, I'm hoping it's the highest scoring Super Bowl ever. I'm like, that's fair.
she's gonna be cheering for offense.
So, what's the over under as far as point value, Ryan?
So the spread is 1.5. Very close.
Yeah, it's a close spread. But like for point total, I want to see if it's a high scorer. What do they got for it?
Let me check that real quick.
Okay.
I don't have that pulled up at the
Well,
moment.
James, what do you think it's going to be? Do you what put a line out? What about 40? Over under 40.
Ooh, I think over.
I agree with James on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with James.
30? Or I'm sorry, 50?
52.5.
52 and a half.
That's a high
Yeah.
scoring. Yeah.
That's like-
I could see it.
That's like a 30 to a 20 game. That's fair. I'd go over on that still.
I'd go like 56.
Neither of their offenses or neither of their defenses like overshadow the other team's offense.
I'm gonna say
that's a lie.
I'm gonna say 56.
Okay. In all fairness, though, injuries are going to be the bane of the Chiefs' existence, and honestly, I think they're not going to be at 100%. I don't think. What is it? McCole Hardman and Kadarius Toney.
So McCold Hardman was placed on IR, so he's for sure out.
Yes.
Kadarius Toney is questionable and he logged a limited practice I think this morning. So
I think Kadarius Toney's out. Like he has the hamstring that's still nagging, and the ankle just came up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's really a way he's in the game for long. Mahomes' ankle's feeling better.
I mean, that's a good sign. I mean, I think it'll be a good game. We'll definitely have to look out for that ankle, though. We'll see if it affects the way he plays.
Well, granted, he's not going to stop playing. It's
Well,
just whether
yeah.
he's more mobile or not.
We're gonna see him be a little bit more thoughtful with where he's placing the ball.
Sure.
He's gonna have to be more, aware in the pocket. I mean, we're just gonna see a more responsible Mahomes.
Yeah, we even said it last week. We're going to see Mahomes in like 7 years.
Yeah.
It's when he can't move around as much. He's going to throw the ball
and
a
that's
lot. but
that's
he's gonna be conservative.
assuming that the injury's where it was when we left off.
He could be totally fine.
Yeah, I mean, we have no idea.
But like we've all had ankle injuries. We all play sports. Like
It happens.
It not only happens, but one wrong step or one bad hit, and it's right back where it was the other day. It doesn't heal.
Sometimes it
quickly.
just doesn't even go away.
No, sometimes it doesn't. And I mean, I don't think the Chiefs' medical staff is going to be taking it lightly. So I think they're trying to put everything they can on it. But like,
Yeah, and
that's a big one.
I don't think the Chiefs are taking this without Mahomes.
No. Same
I
thing.
don't think the Chiefs are taking it. Period.
It's the same. That's another discussion we have to talk about. It's another thing with Jalen Hurts as well. I put kinda.
Well,
because his shoulders still.
He was doing a little bit better.
He was. And he has the 2-week break. He's been really harping on it. Do the guys on the table want to chime in here?
I have that over-under total for you if you would like.
Okay. Yeah.
51. So I guess
Okay.
you're pretty spot on.
Yeah. That's fair. That's where I thought it would be about. I'd be surprised if it was under though.
Yeah.
It would really take like the Chiefs or the Eagles offense just not getting going.
Either that or the defenses are just going to be playing really good out the gate.
Okay, hold on. I don't think it'll be under on the Eagles' behalf. The only reason I say the Chiefs might go under is because two of their star receivers are hurting. Juju has to play out. Kelce has to play out. I even wrote it down here. We have some key matchups that we're going to go into later. But the Eagles' defense has to stop Travis Kelce. When your entire defense is dedicated to stop one man, that's pretty important. They have to hold Kelce. If they let him get too many 30-yard plays and stack drives on top of drives, I think the game's just falling out of their hands.
The one thing that Kelce knows how to do better than anybody else in the league is find open space.
Yeah.
He's good at improvising, he's good at getting open, and he's good at catching the ball and getting the first down. And that's all that he needs to be good at.
Yeah.
If they can do that throughout the game and the Eagles defense can't successfully stop him drive after drive, then it's just going to be we're just going to watch two teams drive down the field and score back to back to back to back to back.
Exactly. One thing for Ryan, though, can you find out how many sacks Chris Jones has this year?
Sure.
I know it's like around 15. That's huge as far as we talk about the Kelsey Bowl, but Jason Kelsey's, in my opinion, like a top 3 center in the league, 100%.
Yeah,
he has got to stop.
Well, it's kind of crazy because he's smaller too.
Yeah, but he's quick.
He's
he pushes guys over. Did you break the pencil?
No, the backside of it.
Okay,
just
well that could be
fell off
worse.
a little bit.
What was I saying? Jason Kelce. So he's got to stop Chris Jones.
Yeah,
He has to stop.
I don't think
guy.
I don't think he'll have a problem with it. I've been watching the Eagles lately.
Yeah.
He's quick off the ball. He's twitchy. He's insanely strong and smart for how small he is. I think that he won't have any problem with Chris Jones.
So
I think it'll be a good matchup.
Another thing to point out, L'Jarius Sneed, who's the starting cornerback for the Chiefs, just came off the IR, or a slight injury he sustained against the Bengals. That can't come back because both A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith are too good to not put at least your best corner on one of them.
If we're going back and forth and just picking our matchups here,
Sure.
The Eagles take this list all day. I think A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith absolutely dog the Chiefs secondary. I think Jason Kelce takes Chris Jones. The Eagles D-line and the Chiefs O-line, they can go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Darius Slay and Mahomes, as we said, it all depends on Mahomes' ankle.
So I want to talk about that for a sec even. That's huge, but kind of not. I think Mahomes can avoid Darius Slay. I think he can kind of pick and choose his targets, but a couple picks in a Super Bowl kind of dwindles the offense a little bit, especially in these high intensity situations.
Yeah, it's
a packed stadium.
It's high stress, dude. If he messes up once, that's his mentality for the entire game.
Yeah,
And it doesn't matter how good you are at tuning stuff like that out. When you are on one of the biggest stages in the world and you're under that amount of pressure, it's going to get to you.
Well, that's another thing too. Mahomes is really good at that. He's shown time and time again. He's not the Joe Burrow where he's calm, cool. He's not like Joe Montana who would have conversations with like celebrities on the sidelines and then go out and win the Super Bowl on a one-drive play or a one-play drive. He's a hype guy. Yeah. He needs the energy.
He feeds off of it.
He feeds off of it. But what that means is if the Eagles can kind of siphon some of that off and kind of come back at the same intensity, I think the game ends faster than people think.
The
Eagles
100%
defense is going to be the
deciding factor.
Yeah. Did you have that stat read for?
Yeah, 15.5 on the season.
So he's getting to the quarterback. If he can find a way to consistently do that this game and get Jalen Hurts on the ground, that's a huge benefit. But
what about like the Eagles defense and Kelce? What do you think's happening there? Because I think
Kelsey's winning that. Kelsey's taking that.
I agree 100%. Unless they just solely cover Kelce and then leave Juju open, but that's still their defense losing in that situation.
I brought it up last episode or the episode before. Do you go at it with like the Belichick mentality? I'm going to take away your best guy and make you win with everyone else. If you do, I tip your hat. If you can't, then I have successfully like taken a W on that game, and this is a big W. This is the biggest W. So if they can take away Kelce, are they like? Do you think they're guaranteeing a win if they can just take him off the board?
I don't think they're guaranteeing it, but I think that they're definitely getting there.
Right now, I'm 50-50. Honestly, I'm split down the middle. If they can take away Kelce, I think the Eagles.
We're
looking at like 67.
They could
jumps,
but we don't know.
Well, even bigger than that, Miles Sanders, Boston Scott. That's tough. Like, that's going to be really tough. Can you give me some stats for either of the Eagles running backs?
Yeah, I can, but I do know this. The Chiefs have one of the worst run defenses in the league, and the Eagles have one of the best offensive run attacks in the league. And the Chiefs have played no strong run team this season, like, period. No team that they've played has been as dominant as the Eagles running the ball.
That's fair.
Yeah, and if that's the way that the game goes, then so be it. That's
The less the Eagles have to run Jalen Hurts, the better.
I think that the Eagles just have too much as far as, players go. They have too much talent. They remind me of the Niners almost. I mean, you can't say that they're the Niners because the Niners had a crazy roster this year. But it's similar. There's talent at every position. You have a good tight end, you have good receivers, you have good running backs, you have an amazing quarterback, solid defense. I mean, you can't complain.
The Chiefs really depend, and their defense is strong in their collective unit. I think their defense is really good feeding off one another. They get to blocks quick. They're really good at that. But there's no star. There's no guy where I will say
that is the leader of that
that's
team.
the leader.
That is
Darius
the guy.
Slay will control this game if he can shut down the pass.
Yeah.
If he can shut down the pass, Fletcher Cox on defense, if he can somehow get to the quarterback, he's going to win that. That's just how this is going to end up going. I don't see another way around that.
Yeah. I completely agree.
I mean, I kind of said it there. I don't see a way around it, but Mahomes is really good at going through it. He's really good at just getting through a game. And he's really good at putting up big numbers with it. What were his yards last game?
Last game?
I don't mean to keep making you
Let me check that real quick.
But I really want to see Mahomes have a good game.
Yeah, this game is going to be great. I think both teams have an amazing amount of preparation that needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, I think that there are going to be some amazing matchups, and I think that this will be a really entertaining Super Bowl.
I have one question, though.
What's up?
James, who do you got?
I think Kansas City.
Kansas City?
Yeah.
Do you want to make a little wager on it?
What, are you going Eagles with me?
I'd go Eagles with you.
Okay.
Do you want to go on camera versus off camera? Well,
Hey, I haven't picked yet.
Yes.
I
you wanna go Eagles?
probably got the Eagles, but I'll take the Chiefs for
You're going
on
Chiefs.
camera versus
Okay.
off camera.
what do you want to put up?
Losing side has to post something embarrassing on the Twitter.
No.
I can live with that. What I got to say, though, is congratulations, my friends. Next episode, Ryan and James will be on camera.
Yeah.
It's going to be exciting. We're gonna have you on this side of the table. Won't have to strain my neck. Won't have to ask you for stats as much. It'll be great. I'm excited. Oh, this is what we play for. This is what we're here for. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm really excited.
next week is going to be amazing.
Next week's going to be fantastic. Yeah, the Kelsey Bowl. Look at it there.
Well, we have quite the game ahead of us. So make sure you guys tune in next week to Third and Long on KCAT Radio. I'm Johnny, and this is Matt. Thanks for tuning in.
This series is brought to you by Los Gatos Morning Rotary. Thank you for supporting student podcasting in support of mental health.